Hey guys, today's review is on DJ Mustard's Faith of a Mustard Seed. I'm so excited to review this album. Oh my god. I was I felt a lot. I had a lot to say. There's a lot going on and there's just a lot to talk about. I genuinely I love talking about music. At the end of the second track on the album, there's a part where, they're going down roll call in a classroom and they get to Mustard's name. They say Dejan, and he doesn't say anything back because he's not in class. He's skipping class. He's doing bad things, which is kind of a similar premise to that miseducation of Lauryn Hill. She was being miseducated because she wasn't in school. Kind of like same thing, not really. You also see a very big connection between this and the college dropout, especially in that last track. Last Call and Pray For Me are one and the same. I think Last Call is longer, but it's a talk track. He sits there and he talks and he thanks the people who've been there for him and he thanks the people around him. And it's really beautiful. Like, it was just beautiful to hear. Matter of fact, it had me tearing up, which we'll get to in a second. But let's run down the huge feature list on this album. I had to write it down because there are a lot. There are a lot of features. So hold on. Okay, the features on this album are Kurt Franklin, Lil Yachty, Blue Bucks Clan, 42 Doug, Vince Staples, Schoolboy Q, Quavo, Rob 49, Travis Scott, Ty Dolla $ign, Charlie Wilson, Masiago, Blast, A Boogie with a Hoodie, Roddy Ricch, Future, LMA, Kodak Black, Young Thug, and Lil Durk. Crazy names on here. The one that points out immediately is Vince Staples. On his track, it ties in extremely with like his era, like his Dark Times era. It sounds like a song straight out of like the album in general. And it's really nice to hear. Um, Ty Dolla $ign delivers a verse on the second track he's in that really reminds me of his Double XL freestyle.
I likes to get my dick sucked while I'm getting high. Make a deep throat, the mouth never get dry. I say, who pussy is this? She say dollar sign. Who pussy is this? She say dollar sign.
So the story of this album is kind of, it's not really simple, but the more you listen to it, I feel like the more it all makes sense. Especially like the more I got really into Parking Lot. I know I said some things about Parking Lot, but I think as I listen to this album, it's really grown on me, and I'll explain that once I get done kind of explaining like what the premise of the album is. So in Faithful Mustard Seed, you see Dejan or DJ Mustard kind of making bad decisions. He's skipping school and he's progressively like skipping, or not skipping, but he's progressively like preventing his learning, preventing from his like childlike mind.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Not childlike, but like his youth mind, and not to grow, not to be a bigger person or a better person. Instead, he's out partying and doing bad things. Like in Parking Lot, like he's in a parking lot partying, which kind of makes more sense now that I've listened to the album. I think the song has really grown on me. Especially Travis's chorus, like it really grew on me. Like, I've been singing it all day. It really grew on me. On the ending of the track, Minds, I don't think that's the actual track name, but it's something along the lines. At the end, it sounds like who I'm assuming is Dejan's girlfriend saying, "Don't go out making dumb decisions. Don't go out partying and cheating on me," which leads into the next track, "Bad Decisions," which has Roddy Ricch and LMA. LMA being, I guess, Dejan's girlfriend, and Roddy Ricch representing Dejan. LMA, she really delivers like this psychotic girlfriend feel. She says a lot about like, I have this gun and it has your name on it because you cheated on me. You went out, you told me you did the one thing I told you not to do, and you betrayed me. You betrayed my trust, and now I'm gonna get my revenge. I'm gonna get back. Roddy Ricch kind of plays like a more defense, like more of a defensive role in this song, but it doesn't really help the case. Almost like it's written that to like make it seem that like there is no way to not see Ella May's character like in the wrong. She's in the right. She's in the right for thinking that. She's upset. She's got cheated on. Like, she loves Dejan. So when this happened, obviously she's upset. I want to just take this, like, this whole portion is just going to be about Pray For Me. The last track is 10 minutes long. God, yeah, I started crying. Like, I was cleaning. Like, I was cleaning my house, and I had to sit down. I started listening, and it's Dejan or DJ Mustard. It's him saying like thank you to everyone. Like, thank you to everyone that helped me. I miss the people I lost during COVID, and that's when it really like got real. And that's just the very beginning of the track. He says thank you to K-Dot for allowed it being produced, Not Like Us, because we all know it hit #1, like on billboards, at top charts. Like, it really helped him in his career. Almost like he's saying like he wouldn't be anywhere without Kendrick, which isn't true. He goes into really deep on like what his life was like, and like when he got back home, how him going to church really helped him, and that was the start of The Seedling. And going to church helped him kind of grow as a person and be the person who he wanted to be. And just Pray For Me in general, it really like it hits like a spot, it hits a nerve, and it really hit me in a way that I had to sit down, and I really just like kind of I started just crying, like straightforward. Like, I think thinking about it, what he was saying over the gospel instrumentals that, let's not forget, he produced, that he came up with, was just really like inspiring. Like, it made me sit down and question, like, okay, who am I as a person, and am I being true to myself? At the end of this track, and when it finished, it really had me laying down and crying. Like, it was sad. Like, I was not sad in a way where like I was like I wanted it like sad, but crying in a way where it was, who am I? Like, who is me? Is my faith real? Is what am I being true to myself? Like, who am I? And I've never really had an album do that for me before. Like, sit down and genuinely question my own beliefs. And in a weird way, it felt good. It felt good and refreshing. And it was something completely new that's never happened. And I've listened to College Dropout, and it's a good album, but it never really did what this album did for me. It seems like the vocals at times can be lackluster and like outweighed by the production. The production is kind of carrying the album at some points, but then it kind of snaps you back real quick, and that kind of all changes. You kind of get snapped back into the album, and it felt really good. It was really good at keeping me like wanting to listen. I wanted to listen to this album. I felt like, there were points where like the gospel instrumental, like there were times where I really just kind of wasn't feeling it for a second, but it was only just for a few seconds. And by the time the next track was transitioned into, I was feeling it again. Like, I was feeling the album again. I was feeling what he was saying. And so with that being said, DJ Mustard's 2024 album, Faith of a Mustard Seed, is a 9, a solid 9. This is the best album I've heard this year. And if it doesn't get nominated for a Grammy, there's some shit that needs to be reevaluated. This album's beautiful. I think everyone should listen to this album. This album is genuinely beautiful. Like, I loved it. I enjoyed every second of it. Thank you for watching, and that's about all, really. Like I said, solid 9. I think everyone should go out of the way and listen to this album. It's really good. That's really about it.